So we have a 3-hour drive to get to a small, tiny state park that we were invited to by a couple that we barely met. And the reason we got to go is we're delivering 2 lithium batteries to them, but there's another caveat to that. We may not fit.
All right, here's some precious cargo. This is going to mean a lot to the Keiths that we're meeting this weekend. So these are going to ride right here. This is going to be a longer drive just for a 2-night stay. Do you think it'll be worth it?
We do it a lot.
We're gonna find out. All right, we have made it to Guilford Lake State Park, and we're here for the weekend. We were told in advance that we might not fit into our campsite, so I'm kind of doing some walking through here because we're waiting on a camper to get parked and get out of our way so we can get in. But like I said, we've been told it's just a very tight squeeze out here. Look at this camper right there, and we're bigger than them. So here it is. Here's our campsite right here, 16. The only thing we have an issue with is a tree in our way and a dip right here as you enter, so you can't cut it too short because that tilt will hit our cab in our truck. So we just got to be kind of careful of those 2 things. So I'm not sure if we're going to fit, but here we go. This one's going to be tough because you're not turning fast enough. It'll hit that tree on the other side, but you can't go too much. Okay, so if these tires fall down in this dip, we have an issue that the camper will start tilting and hit the truck. So we have to be careful of that. We have to be careful of this tree. So we kind of got a few things going on. This site looks like it's going to be long enough. You're good. Get behind here because we have a rear view camera. We have a rear view camera, so hopefully you can see me. I'm kind of pointing. Hopefully he can see me. And I try to stay where he can see me. Okay, we're going to take this back. Okay. Okay, so he's going to go up. We're going to fit. The other issue we're going to have here is this electrical box will be in the way of our slide. Even though this one's our shorter slide, we will still have to be careful not to get it too close. Oh, I guess he's bringing it to the passenger anyways. All right, I'm going to watch again, make sure everything clears. And then I'm going to get these snap pads pretty close to this curb.
Want me more over this side?
No. Okay. That's about as far as I'm going to take them. All right, Guilford Lake, we are in. It actually wasn't all that bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I don't really know if Mike went into this, but this is going to be a weekend that's going to be pretty interesting. We don't have a refrigerator that's working or a freezer that's working, so we had to get a little on the creative side on what to do. We didn't pack a whole lot either, so just to help that matter out. But we'll get into that here in a minute. And Mike will kind of explain what's been going on with our refrigerator and freezer and all that. But for right now, we're going to get set up. He's hooking up electric, and I'm going to get the inside opened up. There's a squirrel underneath the camper going underneath the truck. He just don't have a care in the world.
All right, so we made it to our site. It wasn't super tight as I thought it would be, except for the main road. The main road is very narrow, and that's what creates a hard entrance into a site. No matter what you say, if those entrance roads were double the width, no problem. But we got in, plenty long. It's a great site, actually. It's blacktop. We're here to meet with Brian and Amy Keith, which we met them very briefly. And he bought 2 of my batteries, so that's why I'm delivering batteries, my old 100 amp hour batteries. But we have another issue. This week our freezer quit working on our fridge. We have a 2-way fridge from Dometic in our rig. We had it switched over a couple years ago to 12 volt with JC refrigeration. Put 12 volt compressors in, runs great, loved it. The freezer went out this week, so in corresponding back and forth with JC refrigeration through email, they had me run a couple tests. I ran my tests. They figured out it's a control board has gone bad. So basically I had to take the control board out, and they mailed me a new one, which I didn't think it would get here, but it got here today as we left. And then on our way out, I just forgot all the parts, so I can't even put it back together today. So we're gonna go the whole weekend without a fridge or a freezer until I get back and I can take care of that. But until then, we're just going to enjoy this site, hopefully get into town. I think there's a town nearby called Lisbon. We're going to go check out town, check out this place, and the lake's down right now, but it's October. I think they lower the lake like at the end of September. So the things you see in state parks, all 4 of those tires are off the ground. I mean, not just off the ground, they're off the ground, and it's not that unlevel. I don't understand why he didn't want to just let his jacks down and do their job. All right, so while we're waiting on the Keiths to get here, and we're all going to go out and get pizza tonight, I want to share this state park site with you. It's not a bad site, it's got some quirks, but I want to share it with you just so what you can expect if you were to come to this place. All right, first off, the site itself, I'm going to say is about 60 feet. We're 53 feet, 52 feet when we're hooked up together as a truck and trailer. And I still have a little bit of room up here, but you can see I have to turn sideways or I'll be sticking out into the drive. Not too bad. We got a fire pit over here, so pretty good green space here. The problem is it's only halfway because the backside is our neighbor here. So you can see that other fire ring right there. That's for our neighbor. No, that's ours. This other fire ring way back here. That'll be our neighbors if somebody comes in. So just be aware, we could be sitting here, they could be sitting there. I guess we're gonna make new friends. And on this site, you have 1 tree on the corner and 30, 50, and 20 amp on the box. So not a bad site. You get a table. It was a little rough on the table, so we put our covers on it. And one thing I don't like that they're doing at these state parks is putting these big parking cement blocks there. I would like to take my wheels all the way to the back of that pad, and now we can't because we got to be able to get the jacks down, and that gets in the way. So we could be back further, but they stop you. And that's a rundown of the Guilford Lake State Park, Site 16. All right, so I have these 2 batteries. They've been sitting for a couple months, since June, and it's now October. So I'm going to test them, make sure that they still have power. They were 100% when I took them out, so I'm going to test them and see how they work. .29 volts, good to go. All right, so the Keiths finally showed up, and we're going to get ready to go to dinner once they're done setting up. But it's going to be a late one for us. We don't normally eat this late.
No, but that's because you eat lunch at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah. But we're going to go get some pizza, and then we're going to just chill for the night. We'll catch up with you in the morning. All right, good morning. Been up for a little while. We are getting ready to have breakfast with Brian and Amy. I think Amy and Brian are making burritos, breakfast burritos, and Joni's putting together some waffles. This morning I was able to finally get Brian to come and look at the batteries. I showed him that they were working, so we made that transaction. No issues. I hope those batteries work out well for him. I know they're going to work out well for him because they worked out great for us. And don't really know what we got planned for the rest of the day. Joni and I will probably run into Lisbon. I'm not sure if Brian and Amy are wanting to go, but we'll see. Go check out what's going on in Lisbon. Never been there before. Maybe hit a coffee place or something like that. Just check out the town. And from there, I think we're just going to be hanging out in this campground and making sure we enjoy the weekend with a new couple. So off to breakfast.
I'm on a waffle kick, I suppose.
Hey, so what we got going on?
We're gonna clean up now, but I think we're gonna head into that town called Lisbon. Lisbon. There is a coffee shop, so we could do that if all else fails. And also there's a apple farm not that far from here. I'd like to just swing by there, maybe get some apples, and it could be something I can make something later, maybe an apple pie.
Oh, well, I like apple pie.
So we'll stop there, and then I did find a coffee shop already, so.
Okay, sounds like a coffee shop, even though you've had your coffee this morning.
I did.
But
there's always room for
there's
more.
always room for more, probably. Yeah. All right, so
All right.
off to Lisbon shortly.
And too, it's supposed to get warm today, believe it or not. We're in the fall, but it's going to get really hot today, so I'm going to change first.
Good deal. All right, so as we're making plans to go into Lisbon, and we wanted to stop at this fruit farm. The fruit farm closed at noon, and it's 12:02. We haven't gotten around, so we're not going to be able to make that stop. And unfortunately, no apple pie, but Brian's going to make us like chocolate burritos tonight, which I'm excited for. We're still going to go into Lisbon, check out the town a little bit, see what's in the town. You never know what happens. Every time we go to a small town, it seems like we have really good luck with something just being going on that's really cool. So we're going to take you with us to Lisbon, check it out, maybe get some coffee, because Joni likes her coffee.
I do.
And then come back, maybe spend the evening with the fire, and we'll give you a few points about this campground after the fact.
So we made it into Lisbon. You guys, this town is so freaking cute already. There is a little bit of a farmer's market going on. We're gonna go check it out. But Amy just located a sign right here, this building right here. They're standing down there reading it. It is the oldest brick building in Ohio. It is beautiful.
All right, so we made it to Lisbon. We just passed the oldest brick building in Ohio. It was made, it was built the year Ohio became a state. And we always say there's really cool things in small towns that just you never know when you get there. So over here we got a farmer's market. Just back the block we have a car show. And we're just trying to find coffee because, you know, Joni's got to have her coffee.
I don't have to have
Oh, you always have to have your coffee.
I just like to have
So
coffee.
we're going to find this coffee place, and then we're going to go check this little place out. So what a cool coffee shop called Nourish Coffee and Kitchen. The cool part is that you can buy something, leave it on their board, and pay it forward to somebody that doesn't have the money to have a coffee or a food item. So how cool is that? That's people that do that for other people. I love it. are getting ready for dinner, right?
Yes.
So I guess they're going to make some like brats, cheddar brats and stuff like that. And we made some like what is it that we made earlier this week?
Yeah, Thursday night I made cube steak. So we have cube steak that was left over, which
Well, we didn't even use it. We just
didn't
cooked
even
it
eat
off.
We just
yeah.
cooked it off because we had to get rid of the meat.
Yeah. So we're gonna have dinner with Brian and Amy, and pretty much so. That's pretty much it for this evening. We're just gonna hang around the fire. All right. So for my tip about this state park, first of all, any park that you've heard other people tell you you can't get into, my tip is do your research to find out, because there are people out there that have done videos on it and that have probably shown the park itself so you can see it. Secondly is you can use Google's search, you can use Google Earth, you can check out the area yourself. We were told we wouldn't fit, and it was tight. I ain't gonna lie, it's tight, but this is a great park. So just understand, anybody can come to parks like this. You just have to know and do your research. So that's our tip for you is don't take other people's word all the time. Make your own opinion on it. Anything else?
Relax.
Don't do it when you want to get to it.
That's it.